Oops. All right. We made it. We made it. Check 1, 2, check. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Can you guys hear me? Oh man, what a day. I made it. I made it. I probably shouldn't go there. Probably should go right here. I can't monitor anything like this, guys. A real drag for me. I know, high maintenance, right? Prima donna. I know, I get it. But I still can't monitor like this. Oh, what's up, guys? Hey, Linz, what's up? I hope you're having a super amazing day. Let's adjust this. Hey, Lala, what's up? Hey, Neutro. What's going on, guys? Oh, wow, I love this little bendy thing. You guys know that I like my bendy things. Hold on. I want to plug my phone in while I'm doing this so that there's lots of juice for today, because this is going to be a busy day for me. Well, what's up, guys? What's going on? I'm at the airport. I'm at YVR. I'm in Tirana. Still in Tirana. I passed customs. Plugging in my phone. That seems to work. All right, well, you guys know what time it is. Is it time to look up your nose, Sonny? Yes, it is. Oh, man. Well, that's it. Well, I made it through customs. I made it through everything. It's one of those days, man. Mama Sunshine drove me to the airport. She's okay. She's a little tired. She's absolutely, totally full of chemo. And Papa Sunshine's full of chemo as well. Actually, Papa Sunshine got a haircut recently. It looks pretty good. It's like his hair was getting pretty long. It's like, for those who don't know, my Papa Sunshine is a 100% four corners L7. He's letting his hair get pretty long. It was looking a little weird, but then, just like everybody's hair gets a little weird when it's long, but then he got it cut recently and looks pretty good. All that scarring is still on my face, right? From all this stress. I believe it's stress and caffeine and cortisol. I was under a lot of stress, and the scarring is pretty bad, but I'm gonna leave it like this. What can you do? I know a couple of people who have it, and in addition to that, it runs in my family. My uncle and my mom both have it, and my aunt. They're very high stress people. I like my uncle's a fireman and all that. So that's the deal. What's going on? Well, I tell you what. As I'm sitting here right now, and there's time to kill, I'll answer all of your astrology questions. I'll answer all of your astrology questions for free. I should have wrote that on the thumbnail, right? Like a Q&A and astrology sessions. Oh, geez, are we doing this thing again? I'm missing the chat. Again, I missed the chat. Hey, Ginge, what's up? Oh, Linz, everything is okay. It's just another day, you know. It's just a beautiful Friday. I learned so much while I was away, you know, just watching people behave and interact under stress, behave under duress. And, you know, I saw a lot of different tendencies. We've been talking a lot about narcissism in the last couple of days. And I'm going to let you guys know, for those who don't know, one of the things you're supposed to do in this life is to allow yourself to be wrong, right? Give yourself permission to be wrong, so don't worry about it. It's okay to come up with an idea or a working hypothesis and then change it down the road. It's absolutely fine. You don't have to hold on to all bad ideas and all bad mistakes and all incorrect things. I think that's the problem. You know what, guys? Hey, lovely. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I think that's the problem. It took me a long time in life to figure it out, but I learned it from watching a bunch of narcissists. I learned it. They're like, but what I learned was You can't. I learned this a long time ago. Well, I learned it a long time ago, but one day I really changed was in Lodge. I was in the chapter, I was in the Royal Arch, I was in the Red Lodge. No, I was in Craft Lodge. I was in the Blue Lodge. And I was really tired or drunk or something. Like, and then I stand up and I start reciting lectures from the chapter, which you're kind of not supposed to do, right? And I realize, there are going to go times in your life where nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all screw things up. It's not that you don't make mistakes. It's how quickly can you recover. That's what it's all about, active recovery. It's not that you don't fall down. It's not that you don't misspeak. It's not that you don't actually, forget you're in a relationship and sleep around. It's not like, that's like, you know what it's like? That's like, you know what it's like? You guys, that's like cheating in a relationship. That's like forgetting that you're going to work today, and not forgetting, but instead of going to work, at lunchtime you go work somewhere else. It's really weird, man. It's really weird. You go back to your job because that's where the money is, right? All right. That's why you go back, right? It's kind of funny though. Anyways, I learned that I learned a lot about patience. No, Lynn, it is fun. It's comical. But the thing I learned from the narcissist is that but it's not narcissist that I learned it from, and it's difficult for someone like me. Or I have difficulty with it, but you have to let it go. Just give yourself permission to make mistakes. And that's it. Please identify yourself in the usual Masonic way. Hey, Michelle, what's up? I hope you're having a super beautiful day. Hope everything is really cool. I'm just chilling out at the airport. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on the thing. You have to give yourself permission to fail, permission to make mistakes, permission to not be that thing. But again, I'm going to say it again. Although I'm positive I was been around people with high narcissistic people most of my life. The more I'm looking at it, the more I realize most of my life. It's amazing. It's amazing. I ended up the way I did. But it's important to cut yourself a break. Like I said yesterday, I was like, and I'm reviewing these things in my head, right? I'm like, that person's a narcissist? They're not even good looking. I'm like, that person's a narcissist? They're not even really smart. Or that person's a narcissist? They're not even remotely successful. Or that person's a narcissist? They're an idiot. Like, it's really funny. I'm like, I used to think that if someone was a narcissist, they'd be like good at something. Like good. Like you could jump high or run fast, or you were like smart. You were like smart, or you were like rich or something. That's not what I'm seeing. The narcissists, plural, right? You guys are seeing multiple narcissists that I've seen in my mind. They're not anything that you should get hooked into. And the joke is, the rock stars that I've seen in my life, the major guys who are really cool, you would think, wow, they're really cool, man. They're really cool. Then again, I'm on the inside. When you're on the inside, it's a different perspective, different way to look. Hey, Diana, hope you're having a beautiful day. Controlling yet insecure. Yeah, well, I'm not really stressed about it. But I don't know. Sometimes I watch the videos and I think maybe I'm a narcissist. But what do I know? I'm needy. I'm controlling. I'm insecure. I don't gaslight though. I tend to say things. I inflate. I blow people up. I make them proud of who they are, and I encourage people. And narcissists don't do that. I encourage everyone, and that's it. So I really do. I really do believe people can succeed and accomplish amazing things. That's what I think the difference is. It doesn't mean I'm not something else. Anyways, I was thinking about that. Maybe I became one. But I don't think so. I don't think so. And then I was looking at the empaths, and I'm like, no, serious, Michelle. Yeah, you might have been thinking you were one at the time. And then I thought, empath. And I'm like, well, okay, well, I'm a sidekick. I do teach this stuff, and I do it professionally. But like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Those things, I never really considered it. I thought I was always like normal. I thought it was all pretty normal. But I'm realizing it's not normal. A lot of the stuff I took for granted for most of my life is not normal. Actually, I imagine most of you don't know what I'm talking about. So I would imagine most of you do know what I'm talking about, because it actually turns out to be quite relative. And as such, you can all relate to it. But that's the deal. And then I thought I was an empath. And I'm looking at, I care. I do care. I say I don't care all the time, but I do care a lot. I very much, but at the same time, I am not going to let people, I'll let them do what they want to do. I'll let Icarus fly to the sun. You know, I'll let them fly up to the sun. I'll let people fly up to the sun. And when they fall, I'll do my best to catch them. And that's the deal. That's the deal. I do care, even though I say I don't. So that's the deal, man. Actually, you're right, Michelle. I don't think you can live a slogan, together it's a beautiful day, and anyways. So, yeah, I know. Well, I have a lot to give. So what's the or I used to have a lot to give, not so much anymore. Is that the deal, lovely? They learn important lessons from each other. Wow. Well, I learned lessons from the narcissist on how I should grow. I learned lessons in codependency. I learned lessons in the, I like being an empath. Hey Lee, what's up? I hope you're having a super, 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 super beautiful day. Team Virgo. Whoop. Go Virgo. Go Virgo. Go Virgo. Live long and Virgo. Alright. So, alright, what's the next thing? So, yeah, I learned a lot about the empaths. I learned a lot about myself from hanging around with narcissists. I learned that I'm extremely easily triggered, obviously. I'm easily triggered. I learned my time is more valuable than the narcissist realizes. You see, one of the things I realized, that one of all the things, the other thing is, I really dislike, it leaves a real sour taste in my mouth when people of anything are stereotypes. That really, I actually kind of find that offensive. Like, you really are a stereotype. What the hell? You couldn't try a little harder to be unique? You couldn't try a little harder? Because I could get another one that's a lot, get another one of you in a blink. But so when they follow the patterns in the textbook and stuff, it's really, it's difficult. It means, for me, in my brain, when I see them following the textbook, whether they're a narcissist or an empath or whatever you want, anywhere else on the spectrum, any kind of deviant behavior, I look at that, and in my brain, I just knock that guy way down the list. You're a narcissist. That's as good as you got? Like, seriously? You're following the textbook, and like, that's a pretty shitty book you're following. Way down at the bottom. Or an empath. You're an empath. Oh, I'm an empath. That means my feelings hurt. Oh, I cry. Really? That's not what it means. and so, good luck back in oh, go back in remedial school. Like, well, that's the reason why you go to school, right? And you just don't watch YouTube videos, because if you just watch YouTube videos, you're not gonna know what you're talking, you're not gonna know the nuances. But like, whatever. So, well, I'm with Ginger. People should live beyond labels. So that's what I think, guys. What other lessons did I learn studying this empathic stuff? I learned that they really trap you. They said that empaths are attracted to narcissists because empaths see themselves in the narcissist. And narcissists are putting on a mask to fool you, to show you the truth. And myself, looking back on relationships I've been in the last little while. Hey, Angel Star, I hope you're having a beautiful day. So what's the deal? So, right, labels, not labels. So one of the biggest things, you have to, I got a little distracted. Let me go back. So one of the biggest things I learned, and so one of my pet peeves is people holding themselves to a lower standard. It's a big pet peeve of mine, whether they're empathic or whether they're a narcissist or whatever you are. Holding yourself to a lower standard drives me crazy, and I don't really want to be around it. Anyways, none of that's the point. The point was this other point that I deviated from. So like, I got sidetracked. So, one of the things they want to do is, narcissists like to do is waste your time. So they like to waste your time. So you have to value your time. But that's not the point. Let's go back to the empath and the narcissist attraction. It's happened to me on several occasions where I'm like, holy crap.
Once again, PG passengers, Garcia, Goldstein.
I was like, holy crap, we're going to be perfect together. I was like, wow, I'm doing this in life. This is what I'm doing in life. You're doing that in life. We belong together. I told you guys that. This is something that Scorpios look for in relationships. This is it. Scorpios look for that. They're like, all right, we're doing this. Let's do it. And that's how you get a Scorpio. That's how you get a Scorpio. You just kind of be the person they're looking for. And so that's what happened. In the last several relationships I've been in, many. Like, I'm thinking about it. I was opening up a music studio. This person's going in the same direction. We'll do that. Or I'm like, I own this place. This girl was a manager here. I think we're good. Or I'm giving a workshop in this city. That girl works there. She manages the thing. I think I'll do that. Or I'm like, I own this business. This girl's rich. I'm going to do that. Or like, that's it. Or like, I'm a musician. This girl does that. Musician, and this is normal, right? And so it's very, very easy and I was like, and every time I'm like, wow, that girl works hard. She's like just like me. And I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, wow, I really found someone who understands what I go through every day. So I won't hear stupid questions like, how come you haven't come home from the stage yet? Are you still on stage? Did you perform yet? I don't need to hear that shit every day. And so do that. The piercing didn't hurt at all. Oh, it takes a while. So the empathy and compassion. Yeah. Oh, empaths have compassion. Well, those are just definitions. Right? And so I don't really live in a world of definitions and terms. They change every day. It's not really my thing, definitions and terms. All right. But that's a big deal. I heard that through YouTube, through educating myself through YouTube, that empaths look for other, they are attracted to seeing themselves in others. And I absolutely am. So, yeah. What are you trying to say, Sonny? You usually date blondes? Yeah. I do. I do. So, or actually, usually date blondes with like. I do. Actually, I date people who color their hair. Or whatever, man. So that's the deal. So that's what I learned. There's just so much. Maybe I'll make a bunch of videos for you guys, but for now, just hanging out at the airport. But that's the deal. That's what I learned. I learned that empaths has a tendency to. So that's what they said the connection is, and that's what I feel. That's what I feel. I sense, or I that's what I've noticed as well. What's up, Mammy? What's the question? Sexual intercourse is and isn't important. Okay, so Mammy wants to know. She had a big question. She said. Asked yesterday, and Aquarius asked me, why is sexual intercourse so important for Scorpios? That's a loaded question. It's also not true. It's not true. It's a very prejudiced question to ask. It's like saying, I'm not going to make any prejudiced comments on a video or racist comments on the video, but having one sign that squares another sign make a negative comment about that sign is akin in my book to prejudice and racism. I'm not going to really, I would not, so that's the first thing I think of that question. It's a loaded question. Scorpios are not addicted to sex. Scorpios have nothing to do with sex. Scorpio rules the reproductive organs. Scorpio rules the reproduction organs. But to me, in my opinion, when I hear a question like that, it sounds like that Aquarius was, I don't know, let's not speculate or judge the Aquarius, or let's not, attack the person asking the question here. But it's a misconception. Every single sign is addicted to sex. To say that a Scorpio is more, how could you say that? It's a really prejudiced thing. When you would think like someone would say that about an Aries. Have you never met an Aries? Aries is gonna want to have sex with everything. This stool right here, an Aries is gonna try and hump my freaking coffee cup. You really never met an Aries, which is saying that about Scorpio. What about an Aquarius? Is one of the most two-faced people on the planet. They're like more two-faced. They're an air sign. Those guys are one of the randiest signs. I think you have a prude asking that, or the prude judging, but it's not a thing. How can you say that? One of the major signs of sexuality is Gemini. Why would you say, it's a prejudice thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gate change announcement. Air Canada Express, Flight 7607, with service to Chicago O'Hare, will now depart from gate F62 at 11:10 a.m. Thank you.
Je pense c'est moi, mais je sais pas parce que j'ai oublié mon billet. Un peu. The fuck did I do with it? Un peu, s'il vous plaît. Alright, I'm cool. But that's what I think, guys. Now, there's a little bit more. So anyways, that's what I think about that astrology question. It's not, the world is getting really, but hey, check it out. I didn't freak out. Check it out. I didn't get triggered by the question, even though Mammy, they asked you a clearly racist question, a clearly loaded question. It's a clearly loaded question. I didn't freak out. I should broadcast from the airport more. I should live in the airport. No, I won't freak out anymore. What else did you guys say? I think Lindsay's correct. In your experience with this, Lynn says in her experience with the Scorpios, intercourse is only important to them with the person they're connected to. Yeah, very sincerely. Some guys, everybody from any sign can be a pump and dump kind of guy. But in my experience, you see, you guys are totally dismissing something. Mammy, Scorpio is the sign of abstaining from sex. Tell that to your brilliant Aquarius prejudice friend. Scorpio is the sign of abstaining from sex. Scorpio is the sun. How could you look at a phoenix sitting on a well in the desert by themselves until they die and tell me that that is the archetype of a sign that is promiscuous, like is sex addicted? Does the phoenix have one egg, or like does it have multiple eggs? Does the phoenix have sex with its friends like Aquarius does? Does the phoenix want to conquer everything it sees like Aries does? Does the phoenix want to just make themselves available like a Libra? Like, what are you gonna... No, man, Scorpio's not about... Scorpio is the sign. Those guys, when you see religious pilgrimages or priests that dedicate themselves, or people who dedicate themselves to religion and abstain from sex, a lot of those guys have a strong Scorpio signature in them. That's the truth. And that's the truth. So, I don't know. But that's the deal, right? I guess I gotta deal with all of this. You guys know, right? This is like 3 days in a row I've come online like this. 3 days, I've come online, every time I come online, I'm facing, guys are asking me loaded prejudice questions, right? Just from so, sort of, you know, but that's the way it is. Hey memes, hope you're having a super beautiful day. I'm just hanging out at the airport. I was talking a little about the narcissism stuff I've been looking at. Obviously, I progressed over into, hey memes, this Sunday, I should be online. This Sunday, we're going to talk about love in the chart. I'll show you guys exactly where love is in the chart. I've been hiding it from you. It's all sneaky. I'll sneaky show you. Yo, KD, what's up, player?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Air Canada Flight 7674 service to Boston. We apologize for
No,
the
I'm not going to
delay in
Boston.
boarding. We are ready to board now, though.
Hey, V-Zone, what's up? Idalia, hope you're having a wonderful day. Hey, Jana, what's up? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, means it'll be fun. We'll do them. I'll tell you guys how Juno works. It really works. You guys are going to be surprised, man. You guys are going to be surprised. I'll explain to you. Do you guys remember when I used to say, I didn't know who was coming, but I knew I was going to meet somebody. Do you guys remember me saying that a while ago? I didn't know who, I didn't know where it was coming from, but I know I have to get stuff out there because I'm going to meet somebody. Do you guys remember me saying that to you guys about 4 years ago? That's what I'll teach you guys. I'll teach you guys that this Sunday. Saturn stuff, oh. I gotta go to Chicago and do Saturn stuff too. I gotta clean those rings in the sink. So that's the deal, man. I think I'm at the right place. I think 62. I don't see a plane. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. So that's what we'll do this Sunday. Oh, two things. We'll do that this Sunday. Also, yeah, New Age Troll. Yeah, about 4 years ago I was at the airport. Same thing, same situation. I'll show you guys on Sunday where that is. Also, I wanted to show you guys some astrology from this week. I've been busy the last couple of days. This week, that basketball player, oh, hey, Adelia. Yeah, right on. Yeah, well, everybody's retrograde right now. So, the Steph Curry just signed for like $200 and something million over 3 or 4 years. He's making like $50-60 million a year or something. So the I'll show, and it shows you in his chart. It shows you in his chart that he was going to make that huge amount of money, and it's actually by transit. So you can do it too. Also, one of the Sunnysiders in the class, she was at the casino, and she didn't win what she thought was a lot of money, but I thought it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money for me. So like, but everything's a lot of money for Sonny. So but she did it, and she didn't make $70 million a year, right? But she won a little money at the slots. Who wins at the slots? I didn't even know that's a thing. I can't even win at the cigarette machine. That cigarette machine was doing so. Cigarette. I can't even win at the cigarette machine. So yeah, and so actually, I think the Sunnysiders over in Vancouver win at the slots as well. What the hell? He wins like 20, 30,000. This one didn't win that much. She won a couple of bucks though. So anyways, she went through a similar transit. It's also gonna come back, so she's gonna make a little bit more money in the fall. So she's got to stay on top of it because she's gonna do pretty good in the next little while. So I'm gonna show you guys in the class. Absolutely, I know what it means to have your part of fortune in the 9th house. I'm a professional astrologer. What is that, a knock joke or a trick question? It means this. So anyways, so I'll show you guys in class how the guy made all that money, and I'll also show you guys how the love thing in your chart. I'll show you the love, and I'll show you how he made the money. Nice and quick stuff, right? And we'll look forward in your charts, and then it builds upon what we did last week. Last week we were looking at problems that people were going through in life and noticing they're really getting bad right now. But it's getting really bad right now, their problems, except in their chart. There are no squares or anything. There are no harsh aspects in their charts. It's actually quite flowing and easy aspects, and it's causing a lot of, pain and animosity. It's causing them a lot of pain. And so it's like I tell you guys all the time, just because there's like no squares in the chart doesn't mean like everything is good. Like it's going to be easier for certain things to happen to you. And so in and out of trouble a lot easier if you have those flowing aspects. And so just a heads up. I know it's not something that you know off the top of your head, but I'm explaining it to you, and we teach it, and I explain it in the class, and we look out for it because it's tricky. What's up, Karen? Back to that thing about Scorp. They get stereotyped. Yeah, whatever, man. Scorp, it's an okay stereotype to have. I don't mind it. So I really don't like. Okay. Well, there you go. Karen is saying back to the Scorpio thing. Scorpios get.
We are continuing priority.
Hold on, guys.
Air Canada Express, flight 7674 to Boston. And now invite customers in zones 1 and 2.
All right. So the thing about Scorpio, Karen's saying they get stereotyped, thinking she thinks Aries because Pluto is higher octave of Mars. Pluto covering the internal desires, Mars covering their external desires. It's not as complicated as that. It's not as complicated as all of that. Although that's a good answer. It's not that complicated. Scorpio's a receptive sign. Aries is an aggressive sign. Aries is the fire signs are all masculine, and the water signs are all feminine. The water signs receive energy, whereas the fire signs are outwardly aggressive, and that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. And so, what do you want? And so there you go. It's not like you gotta like understand. It's the All right, Sue, be cool. Stay out of trouble. It's the, yeah, Dahlia, part of fortune in the ninth house. You could make money traveling.
64 or even 62 if you're hearing.
What did you say, Juno or part of fortune? Part of fortune in the ninth house. You might make money traveling. You might make money at school. You might make money. You might be lucky. You might marry someone from a foreign culture. You might become a travel agent or something. Lindsay says, don't let your Aquarius friend fool you asking that though. It's also important to an Aquarius. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I tell you guys this all the time. Aquarians are one of the sex freaks of the zodiac. You guys know Aquarius is a total sex freak. But it took, but like, they don't wear their hearts on their sleeves. They're not outwardly passionate. But Aquarian gets frustrated just like Scorpio. The Aquarians is one of the, you're part of fortunes in Scorpio. Very cool. Yeah, man, Aquarians is as randy as anybody. They're extremely passionate. They'll bite, scratch, freak out. They're just gonna be in a different room when you go to the swingers club. They're gonna be in the Aquarians are gonna be in the orgy room with all their friends. Scorpio's gonna be in the back room with one person by themselves. There's a difference between an Aquarius and a Scorpio. Do they both want it? Yeah, they're both a little randy. So, but I gotta say, it's a very Aquarius thing to ask, and it's a very prejudiced thing for an Aquarius to say, like, especially pointing out Scorpio. To me, it's like an Aquarius saying, why are cancers so emotional? Like emotional is a bad thing.
Anyone requiring extra time to board.
1 sec.
Festival is located in Zone 3. To kindly board at this time. I do ask that Zone 3 board under the gray lane and just leave Zones 1 and 2 open on the under the black side. Sorry, Zone 3 under the gray lane.
I gotta go soon. I gotta go soon. Another couple of minutes, I think. We're listening for Chicago. Anyways, that's what I think about the thing. I think it's a bit of a loaded question. But I didn't freak out about it today, which is pretty good. I didn't call anyone stupid for asking it. That Neptune question yesterday, person wasn't thinking. Neptune is such a... There's a, it really rubs me the wrong way. And I tend to get triggered when people use astrology as a weapon and they weaponize it. They weaponize it, whether they're going to attack other people or whether they're going to throw a pity party. And I'm highly sensitive to it, and I freak out on it. I don't believe in people using excuses for bad behavior, and it's what they're doing. But whatever. But that was a good question. Hey, look at this. Look at this. We could have a real discussion. When Sonny doesn't freak out against prejudice questions, we could have a real discussion. Okay. Maybe I'll try and keep it together. Neptune in Scorpio. Do you guys want to hear about it for the 2 billion people who have that transit? So, you're gonna have a lose, but you can't. It doesn't work like that. It's a generational planet. Generational planet's gonna affect everyone the same. You can't really walk around saying it affects you because it doesn't. What you want to do when you get a generational planet or a very slow-moving planet that's beyond the Saturn limit, you want a house. Neptune is going to cause illusions, whatever it is. Neptune in Scorpio doesn't make it good or bad. Sometimes it does. Scorpio is a water sign. I don't see what's going to be so bad there. The Neptune would be a problem in like Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius squares. Sagittarius is a straight shooting sign. Neptune belongs to blurry Pisces. That's a problem. So, but for these generations that have Neptune, and it's important to find out where it is in your chart. And so, but it's the rose-colored glasses. If you have Neptune in the 7th house, you're going to have rose-colored glasses in... Yeah, look, New Age Tarot and memes both have their Neptunes in Sagittarius, right? And that generation has their Neptune in Sagittarius. And You know, so it's tricky. It's tricky between illusions and the big picture and details. It's difficult for these guys. Anyways, Neptune in the 10th is going to cause illusions very publicly. Illusions in work, illusions publicly. When you see, you could fall for rock stars. You know, it makes the 10th house a little messy, right? And it's in a Sagittarius kind of way. You probably have an expansive, you probably have some kind of expansive 10th house. I wonder if that's my flight. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta go. My flight's leaving soon and I can't figure out where it is. All right, everybody be cool. Memes, be cool. I'll see you later. I gotta go check on my flight. I'll see you guys soon.